never fight my sister. I love her to death. Is she alive?
No, she's not alive. She's been wanting to go to God.
This is the exact moment that 50-year-old Stephen Nugent realized that he took the life of his own sister. And as this narcissist tries to bargain his way out,
I'm not going to tell you unless you give me a deal. But I want to make a statement that you will release to the press.
he will break down as he realizes that his life is over.
What do you think should happen to you for all this?
Hell yeah! I'm through with this shit. I'm tired of it. Need to be shot.
On the evening of September 18th, 2013, in the small town of Talco, Texas, Daniel Collins left his home to pick up food, leaving behind his wife Teresa Collins and her brother Stephen Nugent, who had been living with them since his release from prison in 2011. However, this short errand run would soon turn into a nightmare. When Daniel returned home around 9 p.m., he walked into a scene he would never forget. Teresa was lying on the floor, motionless, surrounded by a pool of blood. His car was gone, and so was Stephen Nugent, making him shoot to the top of the suspect list. Immediately, a multi-county manhunt ensued as law enforcement broadcast an alert for Stephen and the car. Later that night, police located a stolen car at a one-pit stop less than an hour away in Pittsburgh, Texas, with surveillance footage from cameras inside the convenience store showing Stephen aimlessly wandering near the gas pumps. Even witnesses at the scene described Stephen's behavior as emotionless and unsettling. Consequently, Stephen was arrested without resistance and brought in for an interview the same night. An interview which would be one of the strangest that the Titus County Sheriff's Office has ever conducted.
You just bring it to me, please. All right, sir. I didn't introduce myself yet. My name is John Livingston. I'm the Chief Deputy here for Titus County Sheriff's Office. And your full name?
Stephen Lee Nugent.
Stephen Lee Nugent.
Yes, sir.
When were you born, Mr. Nugent?
12/31/62.
12/31/62.
If you read me my rights,
Uh-huh.
what am I charged with?
You're not charged with anything.
Vehicle?
You're not charged with anything right at the moment.
Okay.
We're fixing to discuss things.
Okay.
Well, what I'd like is a timeline of what's occurring today.
Right, I understand that. Yeah. 'Cause
So have you been living in Talco, or?
I've been, what I did was, live in Oak Cliff. Okay. And to get away from the moved out here.
Okay.
And, my sister helped me move out here. Get away from there, and then my brother-in-law sold that house that I was living in. And so I've been doing fine out here, no dirty UAs. You know, I might drink a little bit. You know, been working. First time I've worked since I've been out of prison.
Okay.
But there's been a lot of tension in the house because my brother-in-law doesn't want me in the house.
Okay.
Okay. He's been using my sister.
So you have been living there, is what you're
Oh
saying?
yeah, I've lived there since about March 2 years ago.
March 2 years ago?
Yes.
Do you know
And
the
my
address?
grandfather built that house. I grew up there as a little kid.
Daniel, Stephen's brother-in-law, had good reason for not wanting him in the home. In 1990, Stephen was convicted of burglary of a habitation in Texas. Later in 2006, while under supervision for his prior offense, he was convicted of yet another robbery, for which he received a 5-year sentence. To Daniel, Stephen's past understandably made him a risk. But there was one problem. Daniel wasn't the homeowner. Teresa was. The home had been built by her and Stephen's grandfather, and she had allowed her brother to move in after his release. But over time, even Teresa began seeing her brother for what he really was, as you'll soon find out.
Okay. Let's start off when the deputies first arrived up there this evening. About what time was that?
Man, I'm not sure. Probably about 5, 6, somewhere in there. I let my brother-in-law target me into taking him up there and get him $10 so that he can go do some sheetrock for McCoy's in the morning.
Okay.
Okay? And I'd already given him damn near $60. I'm like, where's the money at? You know, I didn't want to do it. And he wanted me to go to town with him. You know, you got $30 left, come on, let's go to town with me. No, I don't want to go, I want to go to sleep.
Okay.
trying to go to sleep for the past 2 or 3 hours. And so he says, come on up here and at least put $10 in my gas tank. I'll pay you back tomorrow. So he owes me $55 right now.
Okay.
Money that he's mooched off from me. And so I take him up there, I get me a barbecue sandwich and a pack of cigarettes. And get him $10 gas. And then on the way home, I'm like, I've been drinking some brandy, you know, so it's coming up. And he's like, you can't say, excuse me? You sure are disrespectful. I said, well, sorry. He got in this whole argument about this, just that, and that, because the last couple of days I don't have any way. You see the car the way it is?
Mm-hmm.
I can't get more than maybe 40 miles, and it's going to overheat. And I don't want to ruin that car.
Well, let's get back to the subject.
Wait a minute.
Well, no.
It all boils down to the car, okay? Because that car, he's blaming me for destroying that car, okay? But I can make it back and forth to work.
So
but right now, I don't want to hurt the car because that's my sister's car. I'm trying to protect it.
So were y'all having this argument up there at the house?
Yeah. But when we got back to the house, we got out of the truck and we were arguing. And he came up and he choked me.
Okay.
And he said, "I'll make you where you can't stop breathing." And he punched me in the throat.
Okay.
Right here, I'm still got pain. And knocked me over. I just told him, I said, "Look, just leave me alone. I don't want to fight him. It's my brother-in-law. But he's got some kind of crazy thing going on where, he's with my sister before. And I just told him, just leave me alone. I just want to go upstairs and go to sleep." And so I go upstairs, and my sister comes up there. She said, What are you doing? Daniel said you called the police. Yeah, I called the police.
So she
anytime I get assaulted, I want to call the police. That's my right.
Mm-hmm.
And she got real aggravated at me. Daniel was saying something. I don't know what she was talking about. He was saying, but anytime I get assaulted, I'm not going to attack anybody. Okay? But I told her, I said, look, I called the police. Because my parole officer had said, anytime I get assaulted, don't fight back. Just call the police and document it.
Okay.
And so that's what I did. And I went upstairs, and Teresa was like, well, you got to get out of the house. You got to go.
So did you and your sister get in any fight while you were up there?
No, I will never fight my sister. I love her to death.
Did you get in a fight, physical altercation with anybody other than Daniel? No?
Well, yeah, Daniel attacked me behind the truck, and I called the police.
Okay. That's what you described to me earlier, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then, did Daniel leave at any point?
I think
Prior to you leaving?
He left. He was there for a while. He says, I'm going to come up here and talk to you. I said, don't, just leave me alone. I'm trying to go sleep.
Did he leave in the truck, or what did he leave in?
He left in the truck.
He left in the truck, the red one out there,
yes,
correct? Okay. About what time was that?
I got no idea about the time
of
any of this because I'm like,
I
I want to go to sleep, but
it was
I got all this stress on me.
It was after
you know what I
police.
mean?
It was after the police showed up, though, correct?
Oh yeah.
That's when he left.
He left. He was already drunk, and I'm like, come on, you're drinking. You don't need to be driving.
Okay.
You know.
And then, did he get back before you left?
No, I just went in there and I packed my stuff up, and I told Teresa I was going up to Walmart. And then he called me on the phone and said, hey, don't you leave. I said, man, come on, I gotta go to Walmart.
Stephen's claim of protecting himself isn't supported by the evidence, as no public records indicate that he had any defensive injuries. Instead, detectives noted blood on his eyebrows and glasses, none of it his own, as well as scratches along his arms. Far from supporting a defensive struggle, the evidence pointed towards someone fighting back against him, not the other way around. And once confronted with this, Stephen will begin to break, bit by bit, piece by piece.
How'd you get the blood on you?
Where?
On your brow?
Probably from Daniel.
Probably from Daniel. How's that?
Well, I mean, he was choking me and...
Yeah, but I don't see any. Where'd you bleed from?
Who knows?
Huh?
I don't know. I got blood on my brow.
Lying ain't gonna be able to help you right now. You got blood on your brow. You got them on your glasses. That's when we took it.
Yeah. Well,
You know that.
so I got in a fight with Daniel.
You got in a fight with somebody else too. Let's go ahead and be honest in this. There ain't no reason to lie about it at this point. I've been doing this job for a long
I
time.
know you've been doing this job for a long time.
So, let's go ahead and be honest and let's get this out.
What are you going to do for me?
What do you mean, do for you?
Just jack me up and lock my ass away forever?
Why do you say that?
I'm asking you.
Well, why did you make that comment?
You asked me a question and I gave you
Why would you think
Because I was
would be up
attacked.
forever?
I was attacked
By who?
by my sister.
By your sister?
Yeah.
Okay, let's tell me the story then. What happened?
She attacked me with a mop handle.
Okay. Then what occurred?
She attacked me.
And what happened? Go through the attack and tell me everything that occurred.
She attacked me, I defended myself. I'm not going to get beat up with a whole dirty mop handle.
I understand that. Let's go through, tell me everything that occurred though. I want to know everything.
Well, you want to know everything? I wish it was Daniel.
You wish it was Daniel?
Yeah.
I understand.
If he'd come in there, that's okay as heck.
Let's go through the story of what happened between you and your sister, if you don't mind, sir.
I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Okay. That's what I need.
I don't care how much time I get. If you lock me up forever, I wouldn't give a f***.
Okay.
Hey, them pills in that bottle, they're lucky they got me when they did, because Daniel is a manipulator. She has mental problems. And he gets in there and pisses her off and lies to her.
And she got aggravated at you.
Even if Teresa had attempted to hit Stephen with a mop handle, his response, stabbing her to death, remains ever so slightly disproportionate. This is because under self-defense law, deadly force can only be justified by a reasonable belief of imminent serious bodily harm or death. That threshold is difficult to meet in this case. Now, even Stephen here is about to realize just how absurd his denials of committing murder are, as he begins to bargain for his freedom.
Tell me the rest of the story. What
Got
happened
a
then?
tissue. Got a tissue.
Hey Terry, can we get some tissues for him?
You'll get one.
Tell me the rest of the story. Mr. Nugent.
See, you want all this for free, and I want to do it in court.
Do what?
What am I pleading to?
You're not pleading to nothing. I want to know exactly what occurred.
She attacked me
I understand that.
with the mop handle.
Then what happened?
I attacked back. I defended myself
How'd you attack back?
ruthlessly.
Ruthlessly. What'd you use?
What do you think?
I know, but I want to hear
You
it
know
from
what you know what I use. Where is it?
I don't know. One of my investigators might, but I don't.
They don't know where it's at.
Can you tell me where it's at?
I'm not going to tell you unless you give me a deal.
There's no deal. I can't give you a deal.
I know you're not going to give me a deal.
You
And
never know.
I don't believe you should.
Huh?
Okay? Because I'm guilty of this.
You're guilty of it?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what you used?
I'm not going to tell you.
You don't want to tell me?
Why implicate myself any further?
A bargaining chip is only useful if the other person wants it. In this case, Stephen is completely unaware that detectives not only know where the knife is, but have already found it in the dumpster of a gas station.
I have always been honest
And I ain't saying you haven't. I don't know.
Police
I've never met
officers.
with you before.
with police officers.
I understand.
Every time I went down on any of my sentences, I've been honest.
I appreciate your honesty today. I think this is the first occasion me and you've ever talked, if I'm not mistaken.
Do you know my brother-in-law?
I've had occasion to meet him. Yes, sir. I've been here since 1999.
Yeah.
So,
Well, do you have anyone to put your foot up in that age in them?
yeah, he can be painful. I'm not doubting that one bit. I know exactly what you're talking about there.
Yeah.
But your sister's the one that's dead right now, correct? That's who I'm talking about right now.
I was going to wait for him to come home.
So you want to tell me the rest of the story?
He wired her up on me. Okay? She came in and we got in an argument. She started hitting me with that damn mop handle.
Okay.
You know there's a mop handle in there.
My investigators are going to process the scene, so
Okay.
I'm not.
There's a mop handle. Alright?
Okay.
The damn nasty mop handle. They mop up dog with it all day. She's attacking me with it.
Okay.
Okay? I'm waiting on Daniel to get home. Because I'm tired of his bullshit. I'm tired of him assaulting me, grabbing me, punching me. That knife wasn't for her. That was for him. Just be clear about that.
I understand.
Just be clear about that. I'll tell you what.
What's that?
You give me a single cell in that jail where I can wait for my court trial. Can you do that?
I cannot promise anything
Well, see,
at all.
I can't promise you anything.
Well, I understand. And that's one thing I cannot do in here. I cannot make bargains or anything such as that.
Well,
you know,
get somebody who can.
Well,
You can do these things.
And that's exactly what the detective does. Minutes later, he steps out of the interrogation room and calls Sheriff Tim Ingram of the Titus County Sheriff's Office to take over the questioning, the highest authority that Stephen can talk to. But not before he embarrasses himself in yet another absurd statement.
I would tell you that
Okay.
I really would like to know where the knife's at.
I want to tell you where this knife is at,
Yes, sir.
but I want to make a statement first. A
Absolutely.
written statement that
Absolutely.
you will release to the press.
I can't say I will release anything to the press. In a
Well,
case,
then you need to release it to the press.
here's the situation.
It's going to be an honest statement if I've not been honest with you.
Hey, you can be honest with them. If they want to meet with you and talk to you, hey, feel free to talk to them. I don't mind. And you can make a statement right here that's being recorded. Whatever statement you'd like to make, I do not mind one more
Well, maybe
bit.
I need to talk to the district attorney.
That's fine too.
But you got probably maybe
It's up to you if you want to tell me where the knife's at.
tomorrow or today, or you won't be able to get the knife back.
Okay.
Okay.
That'll be up to you. Do you want to be honest with me anymore and tell me anything else?
I would like to make a statement.
What statement are you wanting to make?
Write it down. I'm ready to make it.
You ready to make it?
Yeah.
Give me just a moment.
Stephen, I would ask you how you doing, but that'd be kind of a dumb question, wouldn't it? Hey, I'm Sheriff Ingram.
Sheriff. You're the sheriff.
Yes, I am the sheriff. How are you tonight?
Not very
Not
good.
very good. Okay. Well, I understand some things happened. I've been listening to your interview, and
Watching on camera.
yeah, I'm watching it, and we knew what happened before you.
I know.
You know that.
I'm not trying to run you all around the loop. It's just,
I know. Man, you know, Stephen, here's the thing, buddy. Things happen in life sometimes, but you know, the thing is there's always a second chance for most. And I think in life, just like you said, you know what you've done, you're gonna go to jail. But you know what? You've got a second chance to make this better because you still got the right to turn your life around.
I turned it around. No, they do good. Thing is, I got hooked up with some goddamn.
Yeah. And you know what? I
can't stop doing it if I stay around.
I know, boy, it's hard, isn't it? But you know, here's the thing. You know, that's why we fight that crap so bad. You know,
I
do too. I hate that stuff.
love it too. That's the sad thing.
Now that is one of the few things Stephen says that I do not doubt for a second. And from here on out, he will very slowly descend into a delusional spiral.
I've never had it, so I don't love it, but I can tell you I hate it. I hate what it does to people. I hate what it does to people like you, because you know what?
My brother-in-law.
Yeah.
I
Man.
called in earlier. I wanted y'all to pick him up for drunk driving. Alright? Hell, he was going to get some and nobody caught him. He come back to the house. The officer was there. I told him, I said, I wanted to be anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
He's out driving drunk. Hell, he had this much brandy I gave him. But
Have you been drinking a little bit tonight?
oh, I've been drinking. But I've been at home.
Right.
I'm trying to go to sleep. Just leave me alone. I'm upstairs by myself.
Right, and I understand that.
You know,
Hey man,
leave me alone. But since I got money, they're coming up there. Bye.
you were at Burger King, wouldn't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Worked.
Yeah.
Worked there now. He hit me right here.
Did he hit you?
And he choked me.
Okay.
And
Did you protect yourself when he did that?
I knocked his hands away.
Did you?
Just choking
Okay.
me. But I told him, I said, just leave me alone.
All right.
And this was after I put $10 of gas in his truck. He was wanting to go get some. But here's the thing: he knew I had money on my card, and he was intimidating me, trying to make me give him more money so he could go buy some more. That shit. Tired of it.
Yeah.
I came here from Oak Cliff to get away from all that. I know how these people do.
You come back down here and get right in the middle of it with your family.
Oh God,
It's
been a nightmare.
But look,
It's been a nightmare.
hey Stephen, here's the thing. We've got an opportunity right now where the nightmare's over.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's all right. But you know the nightmare right now can be over, and every bit of this can be over tonight. You don't have to look back over your shoulder anymore. You can get this thing done and make a new start.
I would love to.
I know it. You
I
can.
did. My sister, I love her so much.
Hey, you know what? And sometimes we do things to people we love. We do.
She was attacking me with pop.
And you protected yourself. Is that what you said earlier?
Well, the only reason why I had the knife was when Daniel came back, I was going to his head off.
Was it
To save her from his brutality. Everybody knows he up on my sister.
Does he?
Okay, now I've lived there for 2 years and let that stuff go on.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So what happened? So what happened tonight? Did she just push you, or what happened? What happened tonight? Why you stabbed her?
They were kicking me out of the house.
Oh, were they really?
And
Did you have a place to go? Did you not?
I got nowhere to go.
You got nowhere to go.
And she'd been hitting me with that mop, nasty mop, and blaming me for calling the cops. Said I lied to her, that I did not, that I lied.
Right.
Told her that I did call. I said, yeah, I called the cops. Part of my parole stipulations.
Right.
That if I get assaulted, call the police. Don't attack back. I think she was using me.
You think she was?
Yeah. But then again, everybody uses everybody.
Did you know that she's hurt pretty bad when you left?
Is she alive?
No, she's not alive.
Well, she's been wanting to go to God. So.
What else happened?
She has been suffering and suffering and suffering.
Wait, what? Hey,
But when she attacked me, I just snapped.
You just snapped? Well, tell me this. What else happened other than that? Did anything else happen in the house?
Well, Daniel was threatening me.
Who?
Daniel.
Who's Daniel?
Daniel.
Oh, that's her husband? So he was there when you stabbed her?
No. He was gone.
Oh.
I came downstairs looking for him. I was gonna make me
and
something to eat.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna make me something to eat so I could sober up a little bit, give me some water.
Right.
You know, go back upstairs. And I had already had my stuff packed, and I told Teresa, I says, I'm gonna go to Walmart and sell what I got. Then she would have left. Because obviously she was telling me, you need to find somewhere else place to stay.
What was you gonna sell at Walmart?
Stuff I bought, drill, my flat screen, stuff I bought on my Bluebird.
Oh, okay. Was you gonna get your money back? Did you buy it
I was
there?
trying to get my money back so I can get a bus ticket, go back to Dallas or whatever. They were late for me here.
But after, we understand that you stabbed her, but then what else happened there? Did anything else happen with anybody else while you was there?
No, it wasn't nobody else.
Okay.
Else.
Huh? What about any animals? Nothing?
No. Why?
Okay.
No, I wouldn't hurt any of them animals. I love them animals.
Do you? Okay. So then, what did you do after you had your altercation with your sister?
I just packed my stuff up. I was going to try to get as far away as possible. I was called Daniel and said, meet me at Walmart. I want to get all of that.
So you still have the knife with you at Walmart?
Yeah.
You was going to stab him with it?
I was going to cut his head off. He is the problem. He is the problem. He won't go get treatment. He won't curb his addiction. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
He's always bringing back to the house.
Right.
And getting my sister to smoke it.
This is quite ironic coming from someone who just admitted to hating and loving crack at the same time, not even 10 minutes ago.
And I told Teresa several times, don't let him bring that stuff back. If I smoke it, I won't have shit. I already know.
So you've been smoking that night, you've been drinking, right?
I've been drinking.
You've been drinking? What you been drinking?
Brandy.
Brandy? You like brandy?
Well, it doesn't really get me all that drunk, but when I do drink a little bit, I drink.
Okay.
You know.
So then after you left Walmart,
The bottle I got upstairs, I didn't drink all that.
So what's the
Daniel's been drinking it.
Hey, so what happened at Walmart? Did you not get your money back on anything, or?
No, everything. Well, I don't have the receipt for the flat screen.
Okay, so then
I do not want Daniel having that because I'm leaving.
No, that ain't his. That ain't his.
I don't want any of my stuff in his hands. If I go to treatment, if I go in,
we got your stuff. He ain't got your stuff. We've got it. It's your stuff. That's not his
that
stuff.
dude is a thief.
Yeah. Well,
And he's taking my tool belt that I bought
right
to the pawn shop.
Huh?
You know.
Did he sell you?
He sold.
Well, I'll be. Hey, okay, so you left Walmart. Then what happened? Where'd you go?
I just got gas and I'm trying to get out of town.
Where'd you get gas at?
Oh, some gas station over there.
Where at?
Walmart. Then I pulled into that other gas station.
Walmart's closed. Did you just use a card or something?
Yeah, I got a Walmart card.
Okay.
Yeah, they gave me that.
So then we're drill.
For the drill, they gave me the money back on the Walmart card, so I got gas.
Tonight you did? They gave it to you tonight? You was in Walmart tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they did give you money back on the drill then?
You give me money back on my drill and my wireless keyboard and mouse. Shit I bought 2-3 weeks ago.
Okay, your drill, your wireless keyboard, mouse, and that's it?
Yeah.
You didn't have a receipt for
I didn't have the receipt for the
TV?
It's upstairs in my room.
So they give it back to you in a card, so you used to use a card out there at the pump?
Yeah.
Okay. Then where'd you go?
Figured I'd go get some more, whatever that town is. I don't know this area very well. I just went south.
You just went south?
Yeah.
Then what happened?
Pulled in that car overheated.
Oh, your car? Overheated?
Cadillac, my sister Cadillac.
So
Yeah, I'm in trouble.
So, is that what you do when it overheated? What do you do when it overheated?
You pull over. It's got a computer on it.
Okay, then, okay. Then what happened then?
I pulled in to put some more water in it.
Oh, did you? Well, where'd you get water at?
I had it in the car.
Oh.
I mean, y'all gotta get out of that.
Oh, is that what that was?
Just for the radio.
Oh, sure. I got you.
But, I don't know. They keep blaming me for going out. She's the one who hit the curb that got the leak started to start with. You know. But I mean, what's those
man.
plastic metal radiators start to go?
Hey, they make that crap cheaper, don't they?
Well,
they charge you more and they make it cheaper. That's exactly what they do.
I went online
so
and found one for $157 an hour.
The radiator?
For that car.
Well, that's not too bad.
Oh shit.
For a Cadillac? Dang, that's not bad at all.
While much of Stephen's story may come across as disjointed or erratic, it serves a specific purpose, one that the sheriff uses to guide him toward a critical confession.
Hey, so you stopped up there, is that where
That's where they caught me.
That's where they caught you at? Okay, so you had the knife with you.
Cheapest gas place we know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you still have the knife with you when they caught you?
Huh?
Did you still have your knife with you when they caught you? That you gonna stab your brother-in-law with? So where'd you put it?
I'm not telling you where I put it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you. You ain't gotta tell me because I found your knife.
Did you?
Yes. We've already got it. Stephen, just like everything. We've got it.
Where?
I'm not gonna tell you where I found it. But I promise you, I'll show it to you in a minute.
I
found it.
Don't matter to me.
I mean, I found your knife. We had your knife all along. We're just gonna see how honest you would be.
Well, that's just like one thing maybe I could hold out for maybe.
Well, no, here's
I'm going to jail. I already know it.
well, Stephen, here's the thing, man. Just because you tell us the truth don't make the charge go up because you tell the truth.
No.
It don't. I mean, so the charge is you've killed your sister, and that is a charge. So it don't go any higher than that. I mean, so being honest with us just actually makes you look better. And that's
why I'm being honest with you.
Well,
Okay.
you almost,
I'm sorry.
except for the knife.
Well, I didn't want to give that away.
Well,
That's about the only thing I got.
but you should have known was gonna find it.
I know y'all gonna find it. You
I mean-
checking my credit card.
Huh?
Checking my credit card.
well, I'm gonna say some stuff because you saving it. But I tell you what, you start being more honest with me, and I'll let you in on some little secrets on how we work. Because you know we got the knife. I described the knife to you. We got the blood on it. It's got your fingerprints on it. I've got your knife.
Well, that knife was not meant for her.
I know that.
What?
So now I want you to be honest with me and this camera so the DI see this, because it's really important that you just be very honest. And you have been up to the point about the knife because you're saying we won't find it. Stephen, you know where you put it. We won't
I
find it.
know, y'all gonna find it, damn thing.
So now you tell me why that knife wasn't found and how you put it where you put it. Because that's my question, because that's what's aggravating me. That knife should have been found.
Well, here's the thing. All I did was put it there.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna get it back.
How? How did you gonna get it back?
Just walk back up and get it.
Did you not think we was gonna keep you? Was gonna come get you?
Well, I don't know how long it would have took y'all to catch me.
Hmm.
But
So tell me this. What happened when they got you? Let's go from there. You tell me what happened when these police officers pulled up and got you.
they pulled up. I already knew what was up.
Okay.
And they asked me my name. I said, my name's Stephen Nation. I was actually helping another guy trying to get his car started.
Stephen's story about helping someone with their car appears to be another attempt to present himself as a well-meaning bystander. When witnesses at the gas station were interviewed, they described a woman helping a man whose car had broken down. And when investigators went on to question this woman, she stated that Stephen was there, but was only staring from afar, which needless to say was very creepy. It's clear from the way Stephen distorts these events that he wants to be seen as either the hero or the victim, but never the aggressor. His story shifts constantly, adapting to whatever version casts him in the best possible light, whether it's claiming he was helping someone at a gas station or justifying his sister's death as self-defense. The only thing he wants to preserve is his self-image. For now, however, the most important question isn't about motive or even intent, as Stephen has explained both of those well enough. Rather, it's about the knife. Because while investigators have already recovered it, they need Stephen to confirm the details, how he got rid of it, where he left it, and why. If they can do this, it will be the final nail in the coffin for this manipulative old man.
Yeah, putting in a starter. I used my lifetime. But they obviously came up and identified the Cadillac. And, I mean, I know y'all gonna catch me on that one.
Right. Well, go ahead and tell me what happened then.
They handcuffed me, searched me.
They searched you.
Yeah.
I'm having a little trouble to believe they searched you good.
Well,
You know why?
Why? Because of my medication?
No.
Why?
Well, I'm just, okay, maybe your medication is part of it.
Yeah. Plus, I had a screwdriver. You know
Mm-hmm.
what the screwdriver's for?
Mm-hmm.
What's the screwdriver for?
Help him fix that car?
Well, no.
Because you wouldn't use it on your brother-in-law because you had your knife for your brother-in-law.
No, I was gone. But, I mean, if I needed the license plate, I'd probably get it with a screwdriver.
Hmm? Oh, no license plate. She could run. So
I knew I wasn't going to get very far. It was just a matter of time before y'all catch up with me.
Right.
You know, I've been in and out of prison for years. You know.
Okay. Well, I still
I'm
got
being an idiot. I'm not trying to be an idiot.
But I'm still curious. I'm still curious how you got the knife where you got it without getting caught red-handed with it. So how'd you do that?
I dumped it.
Well, no, you dumped it.
But I was going to get it back, but I forgot about it.
Where did you dump it?
You said you know.
Well, I don't see how honest you're gonna be.
And what is that going to do for me? What is that going to do for me?
Probably just make you look more honest.
Self-defense.
Well, that's something we're definitely gonna look at.
I mean, under the circumstances,
I mean,
I really
here's the thing, Steve. We've got to listen to you. Whatever you tell us, we've got to listen to you, and we've got to take that into consideration.
okay.
Okay? And so far, I think that you have been pretty honest. But the only thing is, when it comes to the knife, that when you're not credible about that, then how can we think that you're credible about the other? See, that's my whole point. I didn't want to tell you that.
Well,
I didn't want to tell you that because I wanted you to do that on your own.
Listen to me very carefully.
Mm-hmm.
That knife was not meant for myself.
I know that. But here's the thing, Stephen. You're saying it's self-defense, and this is the whole purpose. Do you not see what I'm doing? If I can't find you credible on the whole story, how can I find you credible?
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
You obviously ain't found the knife yet.
No, I'm not lying to you. We really haven't. I'm not lying.
Okay, well, it doesn't really matter because that knife was not meant for my sister.
I know that.
Okay, I was tired of my brother-in-law taking advantage of me.
Right. And I want to believe
walk in
that.
that door, I was going to chop his ass
Right.
up, feed him to the dogs.
And I want to believe that. But I want you to be completely honest with me.
Okay, you know where Walmart's at.
Yep.
Okay, if you're going this way, there's a gas station,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
There on the left, by the light.
Yeah.
That's where you found the knife.
Okay. But tell me, how did you get rid of it?
Then you haven't found it. You know where it's at. You give me the rest of the story.
No, I can't give you nothing because then if I did, it wouldn't make you credible for the other stories. I can't do that. You don't understand.
Okay.
That's my whole point. I've tried to.
I understand where you're going.
I tried to explain it
Look
to
at the
you.
dumpster.
Huh?
The dumpster.
Did nobody see you put it there?
I just chucked it in there. I laid it in there on top of a box. And I was going to come back and get it in case he met me at Walmart.
Okay. Did you have another one on you or just that one?
You don't need but one knife.
Okay. That's that little filling station there, isn't it? Right before you get to Walmart by Payless? Okay. Let me get with John for a minute because I'm going to corroborate your story and make sure it matches everything we found. Okay?
I am just a...
Okay. Okay, hold on just a second. Okay. Stephen?
Have some more.
Yeah, these some in just a second. Okay. Because here's the deal. What we need to make sure is I certainly don't want you to be anybody to misconstrue what went on here tonight and try to blame you for something else that happened that you might not have done. Okay?
I understand.
Huh? Okay.
Is that why you needed a knife?
Well, No.
What
but-
happened at the house after I left? Because I killed her, okay? But Daniel knows how to really things up for people. Okay? I don't know what he did after I left.
Well, I think, I don't know, the last time I heard from Daniel, he was in the back seat of our car too. He may be, I don't know, he might possibly be in a little bit of trouble too.
But he should f***ing be in trouble.
Uh,
I don't want him back over there in that house. But then we've got so many animals in my sister. She loves them so much. The thing is, she couldn't support those animals. She didn't have the money. She was also security.
did you see anybody hurt any of those animals while you was there?
No. The only problem that we had with those animals, I mean, I saw a couple of neighbor kids, you know, their 4th of July walk by and throw firecrackers.
No, I mean tonight, when you had your altercation with your sister,
No.
did you hurt one of them animals?
No.
Okay. Because one of them is hurt.
Which one?
I have no idea yet, I'm going to find out. But there is one that's hurt. So I was just wondering, curious maybe what happened with that.
No, I love them animals too. I hate to see
Well,
them.
I thought maybe that while you was fighting with your sister, maybe one accidentally got stabbed too while you was fighting with your sister accidentally.
She does not have the money to support all them animals, and I worry about that because they go hungry sometimes. You know, and I bring salads back for Burger King, and you know, when I went to Burger King, I try to bring some food back. I put it in the icebox and I tell Daniel, I said, Daniel, it's for the dogs. Feed it to them in the morning. Some of them I'm wore out by the time I get back from work.
Throughout this interview, Stephen has repeatedly emphasized how his brother-in-law disrespected and manipulated Teresa. In his eyes, he was the overlooked brother and the only one who truly cared for her, so much so that he stabbed her to death. In all likelihood, these attempts to paint himself to be the unfortunate hero are not a way of protecting his sister's honor, but rather enforcing his own. In his eyes, Teresa siding with Daniel and telling him to leave the house was an unforgivable betrayal, one that needed to be punished with murder. It was only by sheer luck and the quick response from detectives that Daniel managed to survive, as Stephen didn't get enough time to retrieve the knife. For him, this wasn't about justice or protection, it was about control, and doing whatever it took to take it back.
Well, Stephen, let me ask you something. What do you think should happen to you for all this? Do you think you need to go to jail?
I'm going to jail.
I mean, but what do you think?
I need to go to state asylum after living in that house for the last 2 years.
Yeah, but I mean, do you think that you need to go to prison?
I need to be shot. You take me on a ride out
No,
there.
we're not going to do that.
Me in the head, please.
No, we can't do that. And you know what? Because I still say, and I'm not, and this has nothing to do with your case. This is the honest to God truth. God still loves you.
I know he does. I
He
get
does.
church every Sunday.
And what you did is forgivable. And God will forgive you. Now you know good and well as I do, you're going to have to go to jail because that's what your punishment's going to be.
I already know that.
Yeah, and you knew that. You knew that before you even got up here, didn't you?
I've done over half of my life in the penitentiary.
Have you? What for?
First rehabilitation, got 30 of it. I'm still on parole.
You're on parole for that? Where out of? Right here?
Dallas.
Oh, in Dallas. Would you shut parole
In
up down here?
1990. They just lowered my supervision. And I heard from some people. Pardon me. I've heard from certain people that they don't lower people's supervision.
Yeah, really? You talking about Dallas County or here?
Here, I've been out here almost going on 2 years. And try to do good, try to get a job. Every time I get a paycheck,
of you?
Fucking A. What the fuck am I working for? I mean, if it ain't that, it's $80 worth of gas every 2 weeks.
Oh, sorry, let me turn this on. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, hold on a second. Well, let me tell you, I agree, nothing that happened here tonight is funny. And I didn't think that you were saying that way to be funny on what happened. I didn't take it that way. But the truth of the matter is, what Dad happened is, and you know as good as we do, it's pretty serious.
It is serious.
It's bad serious. And you knew when you come in here that you was going to be going to jail, didn't you?
I was going to, if they had the company the way they were, I would have took all the pills I had that bottle.
Were you going?
Hell yeah! I'm through with this shit. Tired of it. Working for somebody else. Working to have nothing. And then when you come home and you ain't got nothing, guess who you get it from? Your family. It's sad. It's sad. I've done everything for them. Everything in my power to help them. But Daniel, every time he turns around and he gets some money, guess where he's at? He's at buying. And I said helping the family. How the f is that helping our family? Giving your money to excuse my language.
Well, yeah, I appreciate you being honest, finally being honest, but it's about the knife. Because, yeah, that's where we found it. It was right where you said it was. I just thought, though, that somebody might have actually seen you, but apparently not. But anyway, because it's routine, because when you stopped at Walmart, they're going to have you on video there.
I know.
Yeah, and we've already been searching and looking, and we figured that you might have had to stop because of your car. And
I stopped because the damn thing was overheating, so I pulled it at the gas station before Walmart.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and so and it's not uncommon for people to hide their knives in places like that. So that's one of the first places we look a lot of times. And so it's just it didn't surprise us that that's where it was at. But but you're right. That's where it was. We appreciate you because you are being honest. It was right exactly where you said it was. So that's what I was trying to get at the whole time.
I understand.
So but anyways. I'll tell you what,
You're the sheriff, right?
I am the sheriff.
If you ever get a chance to lock Daniel up, please.
We will. Don't you worry about that. We will. But I tell you what, let's get you some water.
Things went down tonight.
I know. Let's get you some water here in just a minute, okay? Just keep you safe. We'll get you something to drink.
Do you have any coffee?
Let me go see.
I wouldn't care if it's day old coffee.
Okay, let me go check and see. Okay? I'll be right back.
Ultimately, Stephen Lee Nugent avoided a jury trial by pleading guilty to the murder of his 56-year-old sister, Teresa Collins. His defense did not contest the charge, because between his own statements, the recovery of the murder weapon, and the extent to which he implicated himself during the interview, the evidence left little to dispute. By December 8, 2014, Stephen was sentenced to 50 years in prison for first-degree murder, with no appeal having been made since.